Hello, welcome or welcome back to the Oracle Light Tarot. It's no coincidence that you are here, that you found this reading. There are never any coincidences, ever. So whatever comes through, please use your discernment. Take what resonates for you and how it resonates for you. It doesn't mean it will resonate for everyone the same way. There's something about that coming through. There's something about crossing off, or a cross, or X marks the spot, something like that. So somebody could be looking for something. There's also, when I said, I don't usually say that, so when I said take what resonates for you, it'll resonate in different ways for everybody. So there's something about that coming through. Like, I guess the way I can explain it is like I could look at a card and see it one way, and then like it feels like a word has different meanings, or a card can have so many meanings. Okay, so there's something about, and there's something about the number 2 coming through, and difference. Okay, so there could be an energy of people seeing the world differently right now, or you're seeing things maybe you're seeing things differently, or you're noticing people seeing things differently than the way you see things. Okay, something like that coming through. And now I'm being wow, the energy is just flowing through right now. So there's something about realities, okay, like almost like people are in different games of reality, something like that, okay, coming through. With the X and the cross coming through, there's something about a cross too, like as in like the cross, like the Holy Cross, like religion, something like that coming through. Also, this was on the floor when I pulled up and sat in the chair. I saw at the bottom of my feet there was a square. It's like a blank square. So it's obviously a piece to one of my words from the word box, and I feel like as soon as I'm looking towards my word box here, that's off to the side, and I immediately want to pull like this one for some reason. I'm gonna pull it. I'm drawn to it because as soon as I look that way, it was like, I don't know, it's because it looks similar, I guess, maybe, but it immediately drew my attention. So we're gonna open it. Needle in your eye. Okay, so obviously like a needle in your eye, so that would be uncomfortable, right? What is it? Isn't there a riddle or a saying? Stick a needle in your eye. I don't know. I gotta look. Hold on. Wow. So it's I had to look it up because I was like, isn't there a saying, a riddle, something, right? And that's what I told Google. Is there a saying that has needle in your eye, or rhyme, something? And you would not, I mean, you probably are, maybe you already know this, but I didn't know this. I just knew there was something, a rhyme that has to do with it. But, and I'm talking about the cross, right? Because I'm seeing actual X here in my charms. There's an X, right? Oop, right here. It's like hard to see. And then there's also a cross right here. That's why I was talking about the cross also was coming through. We're going to pull those. But when I went to go look in Google, as they're saying, it says, cross my heart, hope to die, stick a needle in my eye. What? Like, what does that mean? Hold, now I gotta look again on Google. What does that even mean? This is freaking crazy. So it was an old schoolyard quote or saying. It came from, and I'm seeing crossbones. So like, cross my heart, hope to die, stick a needle in my eye. And I guess what they would do back in the day was take a needle and stick it in the eye of a corpse to make sure the person was dead. what? Like, seriously, I might beep these words out because I don't know if, like, YouTube, you know, will let me say words right. Look at, there's a crossbone and skulls. What is happening? Okay, this is so far from my usual readings that I don't even know. Like, so I feel like we're gonna have to be very I don't know what the word is. Not so straightforward. Okay. Because these could mean very many different things to people, so take this how it resonates, okay? And please use your discernment, all right? So blank, a square, something like it. Is there a saying about being square? Or squaring off? Something like that coming through. The bones, something about the bones also coming through. There's certain words I might have to like use, or when I go back and edit, when I said the D word, I might have to say it on a live, I guess. Anyway, then X marks the spot. The bones never lie. Cross my heart, hope to stick a needle in my eye. It says in your eye. So like somebody maybe, because it's like your eye. So like maybe you're promising something. I promise, it's true, I promise, I'm not lying. We have Jesus, or the healer of the ages here. It feels like something about religion, right? Because the cross, and we have this guy here that looks like Jesus. Envy. There's kind of like dissatisfaction here coming through. These feelings don't feel good. This envious feeling, there's something about a kingdom here. Action being taken, and the temple path. Oh my gosh. And then this hostilities here in reverse. And then the angel of balance. And then we have victory, and I feel like, and strength. Oh my gosh. Okay, is there some kind of deceit happening? Okay, that's playing. Hidden tactics, like manipulation here. With this red color. I don't know what that means. I kind of do know what it means, but we'll leave it up to interpretation. Okay. This balance here, this angel of balance, 3, 8, 8, 12, 10, 5, 6, 2. Okay, there's definitely this energy of like religion coming through here. Feels like in the name of religion, something like that. The bones never lie also. Lie, the word, because I'm a word person, the word, when I say that word lie, it's coming through as like lies, like, could be like lying, lies being told. The bones never lie. So someone could have, you know, there's something about that. Something about the DEAD, right? Can I even say that word? Someone who has passed, not lying. Okay. I really feel like, and I'm going to be just quite very blunt here. You have lanterns. It's like the people who have passed, like the ancestors. I just feel like ancestors' ages here is coming. Healer of the ages. Some people, they're not happy. Something very emotional going on here. something very, very emotional happening. There's this need to speak truth, and to take action on something. So it feels like somebody feels like that. And there's definitely a lot of spirituality involved. And I feel like with these lanterns, this feels like the spirits, like usually the lanterns guide the spirits home, but I feel like the spirits are stepping in to guide the living, because it says the bones never lie. So it's like, so if someone were to look back, I guess, because the ages coming through, healer of the ages, like look back on history or something, the bones speak. So it's like this learning from the past coming through. Okay, so something, take this however you interpret it. We have victory here. Someone's doing, it's something about like prayer, the way they pray, their magic, seeing victory here. Also, there's an innocence here, and it's like the glass half full type thing coming through. It's reminding me of yesterday's video. And there's something about this envious energy here. She's holding. It's like, I'm just hearing the words, it never works out. It never works out. It's never enough. Also coming through, like it's never enough. And there's this song that's been playing in my head all morning. Let me fix my camera. A song that's been playing in my head all morning. What is it called? I think it's with Flo Rida and Sia, I think it is. But it was ooh, ooh. This is also sticking out to me from the word box. Ooh, 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 ooh. You better run, or you better dance. How's this song go? I'll be the one you won't remember. You're gonna remember. I don't know how the word goes, or the songs, or the words in the song go. Oh, 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 oh. This is sticking out to me. Hold on. I'm yelling timber, you better move, you better dance. It'll be a night you won't remember. I'll be the one you won't forget. So we gotta look up these. Hold on. I don't know what's happening, people. I just don't know what's happening. We're just gonna go with it. Gebo, gifts, both in sense of sacrifice and of generosity, indicating balance. All matters in relation to exchanges, including contracts, personal relationships, partners, cannot be reversed, but may lie in opposition to greed, loneliness, dependence, over sacrifice, obligation, toll, privation, and bribery. Okay. So it feels like, and I'm hearing the words like in namesake, like, and some kind of like sake of some name. It could be like religious reasoning. I'm doing this because said reason, whatever. So we load the sun, success, goals, achieved, honor, the life force, health, a time when power will be available to you for positive changes in your life. Victory, right? We have victory here. Health and success, contact between the higher self and the unconscious, wholeness, power of elemental force, sword of flame. There's definitely something coming through about the words. maybe you're holding back some type of words because they're like, you're just so angry or feel so needing to protect. Okay, so it's like, feels like this going in within here. Cleansing fire cannot be reversed. False gods, bad counsel, false success, gullibility, loss of goals, destruction, retribution, justice, casting down of vanity, wrath of God. Yeah, so there's something about like the vanity, envy, some kind of like a deceit. There could be like a lot of money involved in some kind of situation here. Okay, coming through. Needle across my heart. So triumph over troubles and obstacles with this angel. It landed on this angel of strength with the angel of the wings and with the wings flying. So there will be triumph over some kind of trouble or obstacle. Is to speak truth, take action, right? With the angel of strength, personal power, your inner strength here. So something definitely will be successful. So something is going to be soon. We have bird perch. It landed with the needle in your eye. Birds have very good view, right? Like bird's eye view. You always hear that. Waiting for news, package letter. So there could be some kind of news soon. Unfortunately, it could be like not very good news. It could be news that changes something, but it's not. It just feels like, because we have the bones never lie here, so something like that. So it could be some kind of like, and people are an extension of yourself. There's definitely something about mistreatment. Okay, somebody being mistreated. Where did this one come from? Okay, a lion, time to act. A lion, and then when I say a lion's like someone's lying, someone's lying, the bones never lie, the bones never lie. So some kind of like tragedy maybe. Okay, so like it just feels like connected to in namesake, some type of energy like that. And then we have the temple path with the spiritual purpose, some lessons, come kind of like support here, karmic. It feels like it's coming from the ancestors. I feel like the ancestors are pissed, to be honest. Something in my drink here. What's going on with that? Like a gnat. Questions. And my coffee, there was like a little gnat and I removed it, but there was like a little question mark. Questioning gnat in the gnat. Well, obviously drowning in the coffee. I don't know. Something really weird about this energy. Listen, I don't usually pick up on this kind of energy. So it says dog close at pleasure with a close friend. Why is that standing out, Spirit? Why are dogs good luck, horseshoe? So there's something, okay, like the dogs coming through is like a loyalty, okay? There's something about good luck here, pleasure, and some kind of like announcement. You should accept valid criticism. This tea cup, we're talking about the coffee. Yeah, so it just feels like don't you hear that? Don't you see that? Don't you hear that? Don't you see that? Don't you hear that? Like something is so very obvious. It's affecting somebody they can't unsee. Okay, so there's something about that. And there's something about like loyalty also coming through. Like the dogs always represent like loyalty. There's also something, it's just so weird to me to see the dog. I mean, I think it's cute, okay, but how he has like a little, I don't know what the dog, but he has like a band in his hair with his hair tamed, right? Like there's something like that. it's just standing off. Like, and then the horseshoe also, like horses wearing shoes. Like there's something, and that song's coming through and my head is playing right now. So, oh, I heard you were a wild one. Ooh. So there's something about wild ones and tamed ones, or what is that word? I don't know. I mean, it's like, I guess the way I can explain it is like, earlier I saw this lady who was walking a dog who I had to take a second look because I was like, is that a coyote or a wolf? What? And she has it on a leash, and I thought, wow, that dog looks very, what the hell? What is happening with this energy that's coming through? But I was thinking to myself when I saw the dog, I thought, why is that dog on a leash? That's a wild dog. That's a free dog. So there's something about wild and free. Oh, I heard you were a wild one. Not tamed and put together like me. Something like that. I don't really like this energy right now. Just to be honest with you. So maybe you're just seeing, I'm not saying I don't like your energy. I'm saying I don't like some of the energy maybe you're noticing, okay, around. Obviously I'm noticing it too, because I'm noticing it. It says people are an extension of yourself. To see others always, right, as yourself. So there's something about sounding the alarm. 911 keeps coming through, like, or 911. The ones keep coming through, 111. So sort of like some kind of like disruption happening. Okay, something like that coming through. Like sounding the alarm coming through. Like it feels like this need to be brave right here with the lion. It has to time to act because somebody's lying. Just something like that coming through, okay? Wow, this is super duper interesting. Your reading is super. I'm going to pull a few more words here from this box. Yeah, somebody's a lion. It's super weird. Like it, yeah, it's time to act, and we have action here. So you could be feeling like you're needing to take some sort of action, or some kind of action needed. Cross my heart, hope to die. Like someone's lying. Someone's saying, like, I promise, you know, but they're, you know, there's something about the I can't say the D word, but someone who has passed on, the bones never lie, right? The bones never lie. So there could be something about like history, or something's going to go down in history. I'll be the one you won't forget. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And when I say that, like, ooh, like someone saying like, ooh, like, ooh, you know, like kids, children, ooh, you're in trouble, ooh, what the hell? So there could be like some kind of like tattling on somebody. Somebody's lying. We have an era. This one fell on the ground as I was shuffling. It would be the one. So an era, unforgettable era. Okay, something like that coming through. Let me. There's something about the word stand coming through. Do we have you already know? Okay, so this is something you already know. So you already know this, okay? There's something, this is coming through. Neighborhood. You already know. Dignity. Like tattling on your neighbor. Treasure chest. Valuable people, something like that. Yeah, doesn't it look like some kind of like envious person looking like almost feels like they don't like somebody, something like that coming through. And then I just can't help but like see this angel, but she looks like a child looking at this. It says angel of balance, and she's looking at this glass, which is like, it looks like it's about, okay, sorry about that. As I was talking about that's what it is. So my phone ran out of storage, so I had to go back and make some space here for this reading. But it's spirit never lies. Nothing is ever coincidence. Okay, so there's, oh, and this is sticking out too. Divine justice, right? It's always divine justice. Okay, so there's something coming through about this. Because now, as I was talking about the angel of balance, there's something how she looks like she's young, okay, and now she's an adult. Here, I feel like this is the same person. There will be divine justice, okay. So there's something about, she could even be like a teenager, but there's something about the children not forgetting. They will never forget. They will never forget is what I'm hearing. But it feels like it's like this child is looking and she's wondering, and she's like, we're running out of time because my phone turned off. So there's something about running out of time. Okay. Running out of time. Her eyes are closed. She's maybe wondering like, will I ever see justice? Okay. Divine justice. There is always divine justice. There is always divine justice. Everything works out perfectly. Okay, so there's something about that, but there's something about the lying blank. This blank square. It's reminding me of like a square on a chessboard. Okay, so whatever is happening, the children won't forget. So like the younger generation is not going to forget. So I don't know how you could take this in so many different ways. Okay. But there's something about the children. The children will never forget. The children will never forget. They will have their victory here. Okay. There's something about that. The bones never lie. There's also something about a child coming through. And there's definitely something about an innocence here. Innocence. When, yeah. I'm seeing what is this? A sparrow? Something about his eyes on the sparrow. There's some kind of song. So the eyes on the sparrow is like the song, I guess. I googled and it said, if God protects the sparrow, I know he's watching over me also, because God watches over the sparrow. I know he's watching me. So something like that coming through. His eyes, something about the eyes again. And there's something about eyes being shut, eyes wide shut. So like knowing something's happening, but closing your eyes. There's also this sense of like trust is gone now, like almost like somebody couldn't trust what's in their face, like not able to trust what's in their face coming off. Like it's blatantly like, you know, if you saw somebody who was like gone, right? The D word, right? Because it says cross my heart, hope to D, right? Stick a needle in my eye, like I promise, right? But it's like to stick that needle in the eye of somebody who's passed on, like, you know what I mean? Like it's like not being able to trust that somebody's actually, something actually happened. So there's something about trust coming through, you know, and then somebody, like, people overlooking. So there's definitely a lack of trust. My gosh. And then I just see, like, this man here, right, who looks like Jesus, right? I don't know, maybe you see him as, I usually see him as Jesus, but he's like, his face, like, looking, oh, you know, almost like looking at me, like, seriously? Seriously? Like, that's what it feels like. It feels like, like, it feels like, why are you, like, I'm not saying you are, but, like, maybe you're questioning, like, why are you pretending? Okay, why are you pretending that you don't see? Or, you know, it's almost like this quiet waiting, like, you know. So, like, someone could be, like, lying. Okay, so there's something like that. So maybe there's, like, I don't know. Right, we have deceit, we have envy, there's some kind of hidden tactic or manipulation, hidden details, something could be about money, you know, something going on behind the scenes here with the curtains, okay? Anything else? Why you always lying? Something about, okay, I don't know, this just doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel good. So I feel like you could be, like, experiencing something that does not feel very good. Okay, what can be done? What can be done? That's what I want to know. Like, what is there to do about this right now? Because there's always divine justice. Hakuna Matata, something about safe coming through. What the number 8, something about, like, infinite stretch, fortune, stretch, like X marks spot. What can you do? Stretch, reach. Think about your money. Stretching does feel good. I'm seeing lemons and make lemonade out of lemons, something like that. Okay. Hiding. There's something about hiding. Flow, friends, and these are just things I'm seeing as I'm stirring the box of cards. Anything else? We'll take these two. And that song just keeps coming through. Oh, I heard you were a wild one. Brunette. So something about psyche. Is there something they say about brunettes? Oh, I heard you were a wild one. So there could be something about the way people see you. Okay, like maybe you have dark hair. It almost feels like someone being judged on their appearance. Okay, so and this is also sticking through. Speak only love. Respond only love, think only love, see only love, hear only love. It feels like tattered, like this has been used so many times. Why? Because it works. There's something about, right, using love, coming from love, overflowing with love. Love works. Excuse me. There's something about grapes coming through, like, too, like hearing something through, like, word of mouth. There's something, and there's also like something about speaking, or maybe speaking words that have been suppressed, because I keep kind of like, excuse me when I say this, but like burping, like, so it's like coming up, something coming up within. It has something to do with words and something you hear, okay? Like the peacock too is coming through, a peacock. Like a, anything else? And there's something about the Goonies coming through, like with that. It's just reminding me of the Goonies. Children, rebellious children, okay? Something like that. Gosh, I really hope the children are okay. So there's something about that coming through. Yeah, being like daring and rebellious type energy with the Goonies, you know, type energy. And something also against like the rich and powerful, because in the Goonies somebody was trying to take over, right, somebody's their town, right, something like that, and they were trying to force them out and take over their land, buy their house, right, or not buy their house, make them foreclose on their house or something, I don't know, because they were like developers, right, they were developing something. And so, right, and so the children were like rebellious, and they didn't know what to do. They didn't know what to do. They just like, they found this like treasure. So they set off on this journey and this mission, right, to find the treasure, like to help. They're like, this is what we need. This is what, so something about fortune. So it could be something about money coming in to help. Something and divine justice. There is going to be victory. There is going to be divine justice. Could be for this brunette here, okay, or somebody with brown hair. Psyche, brunette. So maybe you could be thinking of something. The grapevine thing coming through with it, heard it through the grapevine, could have something to do with like this cup here, accepting valid criticism. For somebody specific, this could be like somebody who's like developed some kind of like drink, or could even be like wine, something like that, because the grapes are coming through, but this is coming through like you should accept valid criticism. So this could even be like sharing a conversation with somebody over drinks, like over tea, over coffee, something like that. And then it's also coming through with like that energy with the glass half full. Okay, something like that. It's something about being tamed ones and wild ones. Okay, something like that also coming through. Okay, so I'm gonna let you guys go. This energy is actually just so much, but don't forget, I'll leave you guys with this: speak only love, respond only love, think only love, see only love, hear only love. And people are extensions of yourself. So we could also always try to put ourselves in people's places and see where they're coming from. So there's something like that. You could learn a lot about yourself that way. You can learn a lot about others that way. So there's something like that coming through, and like seeing eye to eye, and maybe the lies you tell yourself or others tell themselves also coming through. Yeah, so it's like it can't just be one person taking action. It's like they both, it's not, you know, it needs to be both of them. Okay, it's not so one-sided or black and white type thing. So there's something, it needs to be like action on both, right? Okay. But there's something about this hostility in reverse here. And an era, children, not forgetting, the bones never lie, X marks the spot, and there will be victory and divine justice, okay? And triumph over troubles, obstacles, and to have strength, okay? And I just wanted to reiterate that. I don't know if I'm saying that word right, but reinforce that energy here. Yeah, and I really do feel like the ancestors are really pissed right now. They're seeing something and they do not like it. They do not like it. So yeah, and also there's also something coming through for somebody, and I'm gonna leave now. I said I was gonna leave, but now I want to say something. But there's somebody who's lighting a candle or been lighting a candle. Also there is something about shadows and people, like, and I feel like that's your ancestors or people who have passed on that are visiting. I don't know if they're just like letting you know they're there, but there's something like, yeah, with like a very tall dark shadow showing up, and then it's like, I don't know if somebody thought they saw somebody, and there's something about a window. Okay. But I'm gonna leave it at that and let you guys go. I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.